In this session, we're going to learn from Scott Breton, a figurative fine artist from Brisbane, Australia. Despite his science degree in genetics from the University of Queensland, Scott committed to fully pursuing art, continuing a classically leaning arts education and winning Australia's largest national prize for developing the careers of traditional representational artists. Scott sees plastic composition rather than any particular media as the core of the classical ethos. He was a co-founder of the International Arts and Culture Group and now spends his time between Brisbane, Australia and Florence, Italy, working with his compositions and TX's art education projects.
One of the things that we have the benefit of now is that LED lighting can be very high quality and very cheap. So one thing I would say is that you can get either an LED light fitting or a replacement tube that can replace a fluorescent tube. So that the measure of light quality is CRI, or color rendering index. And so if you can get something that's above 80, ideally above 90, and they are available, so that can give you a very even spectrum of light, particularly if the light can be around 4,000 to 5,000 K. It can give you a very high quality, even light. And so that's something that I tried out all different types of things with LED bulbs and whole arrays of things. And in the end, what I've found works the best is just having some battens, like some tube LEDs that are as high quality as you can sort of easily get, and use that as your lighting. Obviously, there's windows can be there. But for example, for oil painting, you can't have the light coming from behind you. It has to rake across the surface or the glare is going to be bouncing on you too much. So if you have the picture here, you want the lighting here so the light can come down and the glare bounces downwards. That's a very basic thing, but and maybe putting the light here with a screen so the light doesn't bounce, go in your eyes if the ceiling's not really high. I think that's a very useful thing that we can do today. Another thing is that we have now videography lights. So I think you can actually see behind me this light just here. So that's not an expensive light. It's got a CRI above 90. So it's pretty high quality. It's tunable, so you can make it more yellow-orange or more bluish-white, and you can dim it, and these sorts of things. Only cost a couple of $100 with a stand. So it can go up high and down low. So when you're setting up a model or setting up a still life or whatever, it's something that you can really tune the light to what you want and control things and still have a very high-quality light source. So that's something that not everyone knows about now, that you can buy these lights. This one is a brand called Niwa. There's also GVM, and they're really quite good. So I think that's another useful thing.